Hey, what up guys, it's your boy DevilJho and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for all checking my videos. If you guys haven't noticed that I am a very big fan of Monster Hunter, and I just did a Rajang, I just did DevilJho, if they should come back, and a lot of you guys said yes. Well, I agree with that 100%, and it's time we talk about the monsters we need to make their epic returns, right? So now Monster Hunter World gave us some of the most iconic, chaotic, and straight up terrifying beasts to hunt. But today, I'm giving you my top 5 monsters that's in Monster Hunter World that should be back for round 2. So here it is. So from terrifying pickles to fire-spitting bombers and majestic water dragons, this list has it all. So grab your weapons, gear up, let's dive into my top 5 returning monsters. And if you haven't seen my videos, let's check it out. Let's go. Kicking off this list is a monster that has to make a splash. Literally, I'm talking about Namielle, the water elder dragon that shocked us all with its stunning beauty and devastating attacks. Let's be real, the Monster Hunter series could use more water elemental monsters, and Namielle fits that role perfectly. Namielle is more than just a gorgeous dragon, it's a tactical nightmare. The way it manipulates water and electricity keeps hunters constantly on their toes. One minute, you're dodging puddles. The next, you're getting zapped by electrified water currents. It's like she's saying, here, have some water. Just kidding, it's electrocuted. Who doesn't love a monster that gives you a chance to cool off and fry at the same time? So why does Namielle need to return in Monster Hunter Wilds? First off, the game needs some strong water-based monsters to balance out all the fire-breathing and ground-shaking beasts. Namielle's unique ability to flood the battlefield would add a new level of strategy to hunts. Plus, just imagine how good Namielle would look with next-gen graphics. I can already see the water shimmering off its scales in ultra-high definition. So here's hoping Namielle makes a splashy return in Monster Hunter Wilds. It would be shocking if it didn't. Pun totally intended. Alright, let's talk about Chaos Incarnate, Basilgeuse. You ever just want a hunt to be completely normal? And then Basilgeuse says, nah, I think I'll crash this party. This flying menace is notorious for bombing your hunts and turning every hunt into a fiery disaster. Seriously, you could be fighting any monster and suddenly, boom, Basilgeuse shows up like the uninvited guest who brought fireworks to a birthday party. Basilgeuse is the OG of monster trolling. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle of a tough fight, he'll drop in quite literally and make everything 10 times worse. And somehow, we love him for it. Basilgeuse isn't just chaos for the sake of chaos though. His unpredictable nature keeps hunters on their toes, forcing you to adapt on the fly, no pun intended. His explosive scales are one of the most unique mechanics in the game. One moment you're fine, the next moment you're diving for cover as those little bombs detonate all around you. In Monster Hunter Wilds, I can see Basilgeuse wreaking even more havoc, maybe with new and improved explosive attacks that light up the entire battlefield. And let's not forget that Basilgeuse gear. Imagine new explosive weapons that pack even more punch. If Basil doesn't return, we're missing out on some serious firepower. Basilgeuse is like the monster that says, expect the unexpected. And we all know Monster Hunter wouldn't be the same without this fiery bomber, making things interesting. Coming in at number 3, the Spike Lord himself, Nergigante. Now, I don't think I need to convince anyone that Nergigante should return. This thing is a fan favorite for a reason. Nergigante is basically the Hulk of Monster Hunter. Big, angry, and built like a freight train. Every time you think you've got the upper hand, it just regenerates those spikes and keeps going. You know that feeling when you finally land a big hit on a monster only for it to grow stronger? Yeah, that's Nergigante. It's like the game went, hey, what if this monster gets tougher as the fight drags on? And we were all like, please no, but also, hell yeah, bring it on. So why does Nergigante need to be in Monster Hunter Wilds? First of all, this game needs a flagship bruiser. Nergigante's aggressive fighting style forces you to stay on your toes. There's no hiding from this guy, he will find you and he will body slam you into next week. Plus, who doesn't love Nergigante gear? Those spiky weapons and armor not only look amazing, but they also pack some serious punch. If you're the kind of hunter that loves big, aggressive monsters, Nergigante's return is a must. Nergigante has earned its place in the Monster Hunter Hall of Fame, and I for one can't wait to see it charging back into the fray in Monster Hunter Wilds. Ah yes, DevilJho, the big pickle himself. Now, if you've watched my video on whether DevilJho should return to Monster Hunter Wilds, and if you haven't, go check it out. you'll know that DevilJho is not just a monster, but a walking disaster. This thing eats everything, fights everything, and crashes your hunts just when you think you're safe. DevilJho doesn't care who you are, what you're fighting, or where you're hiding. It'll find you, it'll eat you, and it'll move on to the next thing. It's basically the Monster Hunter equivalent of a bad ex. You think you've moved on from them, and then bam! They show up again, making a mess of everything and ruining your day. But here's the thing, we love DevilJho for exactly that reason. This monster brings chaos to every hunt, and let's be honest, Monster Hunter Wilds wouldn't feel complete without him storming in and ruining your perfectly planned hunt. He's like the ultimate test of how well you can adapt under pressure, because when DevilJho shows up, you're either running or fighting for your life. So why does DevilJho need to return? Simple. The chaos, the unpredictability, the sheer destruction he brings to every hunt. DevilJho isn't just a monster, he's a force of nature. DevilJho adds that element of surprise to the game, the kind of surprise that makes you scream, "Oh no, not him again," but also keeps you coming back for more. The big pickle needs to return to Monster Hunter Wilds because without him, the chaos just wouldn't feel complete. And finally, at number 1, the beast that's somehow even more terrifying than DevilJho, a Rajang. If you haven't seen my video on whether Rajang should return to Monster Hunter Wilds, seriously, check it out after this. But long story short, Rajang is the ultimate rage monster. This guy doesn't fight you, he brawls with you like a rabid gorilla that's just downed a gallon of espresso. Rajang is pure, unfiltered aggression. This monster doesn't wait for you to make a move. He's already in your face, throwing punches, charging at you like a freight train, and literally ripping the ground apart. And when he powers up, you know you're in trouble. It's like fighting a lightning storm that just drank 5 energy drinks and is ready to throw hands. Why does Rajang need to return? Because Monster Hunter needs a monster that scares the living daylights out of you. Rajang doesn't just challenge your skill, he challenges your nerves. You know that feeling when Rajang goes full Super Saiyan and you realize that you've got maybe 3 seconds before he smashes you into oblivion? That's peak Monster Hunter. It's that rush of adrenaline that keeps us hunters coming back for more. Rajang is the ultimate hunter's test. He's fast, he's powerful, and he's relentless. If he's not in Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm going to be seriously disappointed. We need Rajang to bring that chaotic energy and brutal fights to the game. Plain and simple, and there you have it. Hunters, my top 5 monsters that absolutely need to make a return in Monster Hunter Wilds. From Namielle's majestic water attacks to Rajang's Super Saiyan Fury, each one of these monsters brings something unique and terrifying to the hunt. Whether it's chaos, strategy, or pure brute force, these monsters are what makes Monster Hunter the adrenaline-pumping experience we all love. Alright guys, so what do you guys think? Which monsters do you want to see return in Monster Hunter Wilds? Did your favorite make the list? Let me know. Comment down below, and don't forget to check out my videos that I've been doing. So thank you guys for checking it out. And if you haven't already, and as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future monster madness. Until next time, stay sharp, players. Let's go.